On March 8, 2014, Malaysia Airlines Flight 370 vanished into thin air. Most documentaries tell you the same story. The pilot went rogue, or the plane just ran out of fuel. But today, we look into the dark corners of this mystery, at clues that were ignored, and data that doesn't add up. Did you know that just months after the disappearance, a strange, massive signal was detected in the deep waters of the southern Indian Ocean? Scientists from the University of Cardiff analyzed underwater acoustic data and found a mysterious hydroacoustic event, a sound of an impact that perfectly matched the timeline of MH370's disappearance. Yet it was located hundreds of miles away from the official search zone. Why was this ocean floor sound hidden from the public for years? But it gets deeper. Let's talk about the mysterious 4.5 tons of cargo that were loaded onto the plane at the last minute in Kuala Lumpur. Officially, it was listed as mangosteens and lithium-ion batteries. However, independent investigators discovered that this cargo was never scanned by security before being put on the aircraft. It was escorted to the runway by unidentified personnel under heavy guard. What was truly inside those crates? Some whistleblowers suggest it was highly classified electronic equipment meant for a foreign nation, equipment that someone was willing to bring down a plane to stop from arriving. And then there are the phantom phone calls. For days after the crash, families of the passengers reported that their loved ones' cell phones were still ringing. If the plane was destroyed at the bottom of the ocean, how could these phones register a network connection? Experts argue that modern telecommunication networks would only show a ringing status if the devices were powered on and connected to a cell tower on land. Were the passengers held somewhere alive? Lastly, consider the satellite data. The final handshake with the Inmarsat satellite suggested the plane flew south, but a group of top aviation engineers revealed that the satellite's frequency data could easily be spoofed by a professional hacker sitting in the plane's electronics bay, an easily accessible compartment beneath the cockpit. If the data was hacked, the plane could have flown north, hiding in the radar shadows of Central Asia. The official story wants you to believe it was a simple tragedy, but the unexamined cargo, the ringing phones, and the hacked signals tell a completely different tale. Welcome to Cryptic Tales. What do you think happened to MH370? But the most chilling theory leads us to a remote island in the middle of the Indian Ocean, Diego Garcia. This highly classified military base belongs to the UK, but is leased by the United States. Diego Garcia has a massive runway capable of landing long-range commercial aircraft. Witnesses in the nearby Maldives reported seeing a low-flying jumbo jet with red and blue stripes heading toward Diego Garcia on the exact morning MH370 vanished. Were those witnesses telling the truth? If the plane landed there, why would it be hidden? Some investigative journalists believe that a passenger on board possessed critical technology secrets. Shortly before the flight, 4 employees of a high-tech semiconductor company, Freescale Semiconductor, had registered a major patent for advanced military radar cloaking technology. If they vanished, the entire ownership of the patent would legally transfer to a powerful billionaire. Was the entire plane hijacked just to capture this tech? Furthermore, let's look at the behavior of regional militaries. Malaysia, Thailand, and Indonesia all have advanced military radar systems active 24/7. Yet for hours, a massive Boeing 777 flew across their airspace, made sharp turns, and changed altitudes, and not a single country scrambled their fighter jets. This only happens under 2 conditions. Either the plane was completely invisible to military radar using stealth technology, or commands were given from the highest levels of government to look the other way. The mystery of MH370 isn't just about a lost plane. It's about a puzzle where every piece was intentionally designed to confuse us. As the years pass, the ocean keeps its secrets, but the paper trail on land tells us this was no accident. Thank you for watching this deep dive on Cryptic Tales. Subscribe for more unsolved mysteries and tell us in the comments, who do you think was hiding the truth?